Well, here it is, guys. The all-new Explorer's tow rig.
That's right. We've been driving around in this rig for just over a month now.
Sure have.
But we'll roll on a clip of when we first picked her up.
And then after that, we'll have a bit of a chat as to why we went the D-MAX and what happened to our old faithful Triton.
Let's get in it.
Yep.
How you feeling, Alan?
At the moment, really good.
Yeah.
So, new D-MAX.
Yes.
Well, new. It's 4,000
New
Ks,
to us.
X-demo, 4,000 Ks on the clock. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic about this, but just over there, you can't quite see it from this shot, is Timmy, the Triton, is no more.
It's a bit sad.
We've traded it in, so it's a bit of a bittersweet day.
It is, but to new adventures.
Yeah, new adventures, yeah, I'm happy.
Start her up.
Well, that's
Tim?
not, just push a button and away it goes. Look at that.
It's a good start.
It is. It is. No, look, all right. It's enough of that. I've got to figure out life. Happy.
We are very happy.
Got a new car.
We did.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that right there is a 2023 Isuzu D-MAX LSU model.
Yeah, we got it from Victor Harbour Motors as an X-demo. It had only done a bit over 4,000 Ks.
Yep.
So we like to go X-demo, don't we?
Yeah, it's a good way to save a few $1,000 basically. Like, as Jess said, it only done 4,000 Ks. It had hardly done any work. It was clean. There was no dramas with it, and you get it for quite a lot cheaper than you would a brand new car. Plus, it still carries over the new car warranty and all that sort of gear. So we love going X-demo.
Yeah, and being an LSU, it's not top of the range. It's probably more mid-range.
Yep.
We don't need too many more bells and whistles than what it already has.
Yeah.
The one thing we did change though, so the X-Train, which is a bit of a higher model, it has a sailplane and roller shutter.
Yes.
Manual roller shutter,
Yep.
which we actually have now had that installed. So
Yeah, we got to chatting to a bloke in a caravan park who happened to have a X-Terrain D-MAX, and he took the sailplane and lockable roller shutter off of his and put a canopy on there and all that sort of thing, which one day we might want to do, but for now we just wanted to go down this route. And asked him how much he wanted for it, and he said a carton of beer. So
brilliant.
Carton of beer, sailplane, roller shutter on there, bang, done.
Which we really appreciate, so thank you so
Yes.
much. If you're watching, thank you so much for that.
Legends. I was going to put it on there myself and install it myself. I just did not have the time, or at that particular time, I didn't have the inclination to want to do it myself. So we just popped into Victor Harbour 4x4 Centre, and Shane banged on there for us, did a great job. Everything fits, everything's great. So definitely recommend that.
We're really happy with it.
Yeah, really happy for it. Happy with it even.
Yes.
I'm just happy.
Just a happy person.
Happy. Now, right, so why, if you're new to the channel, we used to have a 2019 Mitsubishi Triton GLX, which we absolutely loved, but we kitted that car up before we knew we were going to be towing and touring Australia full time, so it was not set up right for doing the job.
Definitely not.
I'll pop a little link just up here to an old video that I did, which was 4x4 mods that I regret. So after this video, if you feel so inclined, go have a watch of that. It'll tell you why it was geared up wrong. Too heavy, too tall, too thirsty on the fuel, overheating, too much bar work. Anyway, lots of stuff.
Just heavy.
Lots of stuff.
And the other reason was he was getting a bit old. The poor Triton had done a fair few Ks off-road. It had done a lot of touring. Yep. And albeit he wasn't very old, but most of his life was spent travelling.
Yeah. He'd done 120,000 Ks, but I think that probably would have been closer to 300 or 400,000 Ks by the time you actually looked at the type of driving that he did. Yes. He'd been up to Cape York, he'd done Tassie, he'd done WA, he'd done numerous laps of Australia, most of it on dirt. So he was tired. Yeah. He was very tired. He used to get some overheating troubles and all that sort of thing. And when we did start travelling full time, we had a camper trailer at that particular point, and he did all right with the camper trailer. That was fine. Then we upgraded to the Gulfstream RV caravan that we've got now, and we've had that for almost 2 years to the day.
Yeah, we have.
And he can do it. He could do it. He was managing to tow the caravan around, but it was just a lot of work and asking a lot of the Triton. Yeah, fuel economy was 18, 19 litres, 100, which is not horrible, but from a little 2.4 litre motor, you're wringing that engine out pretty hard to do so.
Yeah.
And it used to get pretty hot. And going up hills, you would be going very slow.
Yeah. You could feel the difference.
Yeah, yeah. So that was just a couple of the reasons why we got rid of Timmy the Triton. Absolutely gutted seeing it go because we had so many memories in that car. But we'll still always have those memories, obviously. But yeah, it was a hard day to say goodbye to Timmy.
And he had character. We knew all the grunts and the groans and the sounds that he made.
Come the end of it, there was a few sounds that I wasn't too sure of anymore, and that was like, all right, Timmy needs to go. So Timmy got put into retirement. Well, he didn't get put into retirement. He got traded in. So I hope somebody out there has Timmy now and is giving him the love that he deserves, and you're having an absolutely awesome time out there in him. So, yes. But anyway, D-MAX. So
why did we go D-MAX?
Bigger, more power, more comfort, designed better for towing, better fuel economy. Look, that's just some of the stuff. All right, so I'll start from the start. My parents actually have a D-MAX, same make, same model, same all that sort of thing. So I have had the pleasure of driving theirs around before and feeling what it's like, how it feels, how it interacts with towing. Plus, they're towing a van that's close on a tonne heavier than what we're towing around, and it does it with no dramas at all.
And they'd modified it pretty well.
yeah, they did do a full GVM, GCM upgrade on theirs and all that sort of thing as well, which obviously helps. But yeah, it's doing no troubles full-time travelling and touring around with their new age caravan. So that was one reason. Plus, you see a lot of D-MAXs out on the road, to be honest, and they're all towing big caravans and that sort of gear. Our caravan's nowhere near as big as some of them out there. So we kind of figured that we should be a pretty safe bet there. And I've driven other people's as well, other friends and stuff that have had D-MAXs and spoken to a lot of people and did a fair amount of research, 3.5 tonne tow rating and all that sort of gear. We'll never tow 3.5 tonne with it, obviously.
No.
But yeah, it's just comfortable and easy drive. Like when you're cruising along now, we only weigh, I think it's about 1,800 full in this particular van. So it's bugger all in regards to a lot of the other vans out there.
Yeah.
In compared to the other vans. But it does it with no troubles. You just cruise along.
Yep. You hardly even know the van's there.
Yeah, which is kind of a little bit scary coming from the Triton when we always knew the van was there. Favourite features, what do you like about the D-MAX?
It's comfort.
Yep.
It doesn't have any sounds yet that I don't like. I'm not always conscious about listening to what's going on and watching what's going on, but mostly comfort.
Fair enough.
Seats comfortable, smooth drive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, sounds good. I know a few of you are going to get up me for this one. That's okay. One of my favourite features is actually the adaptive cruise control. It's the first car I've had with adaptive cruise control, and a lot of people don't like to use cruise control in towing, and that's cool. I have no issues with that. I like the adaptive cruise control because if you're going on long straight roads and you want to tuck in behind a truck to save on some fuel economy, just hit the adaptive cruise and you'll maintain the distance behind the truck, save some fuel, cruise on through, no dramas. That's just me. I like that little luxury. It's a silly little thing, but I quite like it. From factory, the D-MAX does tow really, really well, and we hook on our van, which has got about roughly 180 kilo tow ball weight, and it doesn't sag the back end or anything like that, so the suspension does take it from factory really quite well. However, upgrade-wise and stuff like that, I don't know when we're going to get a chance to do it, but the first couple of mods that I would honestly do would be suspension and then tyres. The tyres that are on it from factory are just like a Bridgestone highway terrain tyre, so they're absolutely fantastic for bitumen bashing and that sort of thing, but they just won't cut it off road. And the suspension, look, I wouldn't mind just giving it a smidge bit of a lift and potentially just stiffen up the back end a little bit as well, because if we do decide to go something other than this Goldstream RV caravan that we've got now, it would probably be a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier, so having a little bit of extra support in the bum area would be nice. We can all use a little bit of extra bum support sometimes.
Bit of a lift.
Bit of a lift.
Oh, good lordy. So,
look, absolutely love it. Now, fuel economy, I think I said before, we were sitting about 18, 19 litres in the Triton. We're sitting about 14 litres in the D-MAX, so 14 litres per 100, which is absolutely fantastic. Can't fault that at all.
Oh, well, we could have a nice tail breeze and push us along a bit more.
That'd be nice, but for whatever reason, wherever we go, we're always punching into a headwind. It doesn't matter. We never get a tailwind. It's just the way it always works out.
Very, very rarely.
Yeah. Even crossing the Nullarbor. We've done all the research and tried to pick the right days and we still smash into a headwind. I think the last time we were coming across the Nullarbor was sitting about 22, 23 litres 100, which is brilliant. Anyway, right, so a couple of negatives. I don't like talking negatives, it's just not right, but I just want to mention them so everybody knows. There is a lot of dinging and flashing and warning stuff in the D-MAXs, and I understand.
Just a lot of bells.
Yeah, a lot of bells. I get it. They're all safety warnings, so they're there for a reason and all that sort of thing. But when we picked it up, Greg, thank you, Greg, for also helping us out with all of this stuff. Greg from Victor Harbour Isuzu, absolutely fantastic bloke, did a 1 hour plus handover with us to show us all the things, all the bells and whistles, literally. Yeah. And he went through what he calls his de-dinging process, which we had a little chuckle at. Basically went through and turned off all of the unnecessary dings and bells and whistles and stuff just to try to make it a little bit more comfort rather than the car just beeping its head off all the time.
Just a bit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
You don't like dings at the best of times, when you've got no idea what they mean.
Something goes ding and you're like, I didn't do anything wrong, what's going on? Emergency lane keep or active lane keeper. It's basically a system in the D-MAX that when you're driving along, it senses where the sides of the roads are, it picks them up with a sensor, radar type thing, and it corrects the steering a little bit to pull you back into the centre of the lane, which, look, I get it. It's a good feature. In theory, it works. But when you're towing, it can actually introduce quite a bit of caravan sway. So the first thing that we do when we get in the car, if we're towing, is we just turn that off straight away. Then that way you're in control, you know where you are in the lanes and all that sort of thing, and the car's not going to try and correct and bring the caravan into any sway. So we found that to be something that we needed to fix up real quick.
Well, you don't really like it anyway.
I don't really like it at the best of times because I like to be in control of the car. I don't like the car trying to tell me where I should and shouldn't be driving. If I want to drive on the wrong side of the road, I would. No.
If you want to miss that pothole on the side of the road, then...
Yeah. And you know what it's like. Even if there's a truck coming at you from the opposite side, you want to move over just a little bit just to have more room and whatnot, whereas you try and do that with the lane keeper system on and it tries to push you back in, which can be a little bit annoying trying to fight the steering, especially when you've got the van on the back. So you just push and hold the, I think it's the steering wheel button that's on the steering wheel. You push and hold that and it disengages that system. But it does turn back on every time you start the car. So if you're towing, you've got to turn it off every time. But all in all, I absolutely love the D-MAX. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Take it to a lot of places. And it tows like a dream so far. So I'm really, really quite happy.
We are very happy with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, I think that'll probably wrap it up from us. We've definitely got some big things happening in the next couple of weeks, next month, plus the whole of the year. Now, the day we've got, all right, we'll just say it. We've got Melbourne Caravan and Camping Show coming up very soon, Melbourne Caravan and Camping Super Show, which starts on the 19th to the 23rd. We will actually be there for a couple of days working.
Yes, we will.
I'm not going to say where and who for in this particular video. But
and what days, partly because we don't know.
I'm not 100% sure what days we're going to be there yet, but we will be there for 2 days working. If you keep an eye on our socials, all the links are down below. Keep an eye on those ones, and that'll probably be where we release exactly when and where we're going to be working, just so that it's more up-to-date on time versus watching this video, and I don't know what day you're going to be watching it.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, but no, we have massive, massive things coming up. Huge thank you to everybody for watching along on these videos as well. We can't do what we do without all the support from you guys, so we highly, highly appreciate it. As always, if you've liked the video, please give it a like, drop a comment down below. If
you have any questions, especially about what we're doing, where we're going, or about the D-MAX.
Or any guesses as to what it is that we're going to be doing in the next little while. We know a few of you have got some ideas, and some of them are right, some of them are interesting. All right, we'll leave you that. Make sure to subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye for now.
Never stop exploring, guys.
That too.